Yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, the first order of a government is to maintain safety. If don't talk about rights or anything, or you can't do anything unless you're safe in your home, your work, the streets, your schools. So, if a government isn't able to do that and has in essence said, if you want to protect yourself, get a gun, because we can't. That is an institutional failure of the first magnitude, because you cannot go forward beyond the point of where I'm not safe to walk the streets.
What about this public health crisis issue? Do you think it's a real issue here? It's the core issue here?
No, it's a little bit strange from my perspective. It's a crime. It's killing people. Right now, if you go back to 2016, every single year in almost every single category, including children's deaths, it's been climbing. There's a correlation, though, between the increase in gun violence and the deterioration of society. Over a short period of time, the middle class has gone from 61% of the population down to 50, and it's continuing downwards. And the number of poor people are, of course, increasing. So you see this balance as people become less attached to society, as there's more fear, there's more civil unrest, more resort to guns, etc. And part of it is the politicians do not run on creating solutions. They run on fear, on division, on making people feel that they have to have a gun to protect themselves. And that is wrong. That's simply the antithesis of society.
Right, talking about politicians, we usually hear much of the blame is on the Republican side. Is that really the case? Should the Democrats take some accountability on this?
Well, that's the problem. The system is broken. Both sides are at fault. You can't say, well, we have a government, but we can't solve anything, so it's the other guy's fault. I mean, it's an entire institution. The U.S. says it represents democracy, yet it's unable to protect its own people. That, in my mind, if they were looking at any other country, they would say that is a failed country. And there's really no other conclusion you can come to. So this finger pointing that goes across the aisles is meaningless. Both sides have been complicit in this. They've allowed it to go. And now it's at a point where it's a downward spiral. Even people a few years ago who were opposed to, said, look, I want a gun ban. Now they're afraid. They are the ones who are buying guns because they feel the government can no longer protect them. So right now you have a situation, a downward spiral. Fear is driving it, distrust, and the politicians do nothing.